Hey everybody, thanks for coming on. Um, we'll be getting started in a few minutes. I just want to let you know a few things. We're really happy that you guys made it. If you guys get cut off in any way, just go back to the link in the event that we put you guys in, and then you can get right back on. I know sometimes internet gets glitchy and stuff like that, so you can just hop right back on. If you have any questions, you can use the chat that's at the bottom of the screen. If you could just wait till the end of the webinar, because we'll probably answer your questions before by the end of this. So if you could just wait till then. And I think that's it. So we'll get started. My name is Jen, and if Pam, if you want to share do the
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name's Pam. I'm going to screen share, and we're going to give you some information about what coaching is all about and what it's done for us. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we're going to get started. Hold on one second. Okay. Do you see that, Jen?
I see it. Awesome. Okay, so my name is Jen Dicey, and I am a Diamond coach. I'm a wife and I'm a mom of 4. I have 3 boys, 2 are twins, and we have a little girl. I'm married to my husband for 15 years, and all of my life I've been really like active in my life, like health-wise and things like that, playing sports and everything. And really, after having kids which I think is when most people have that problem, is after having kids, you have the on again, off again weight, and you try different things. I've done all those Weight Watchers and all of that stuff, counting calories and all of that stuff. So I really got into running. I've been running for probably close to 11 years probably. So I always ran, but then back in 2009, I tried P90X, and I've been doing Beachbody programs ever since. So last year, 2014, I had knee surgery, and after not being able to work out or run or anything, I really got into like this depression. And it was over the summer. I was home with all the kids, and I just really felt, I was 38 years old. I was home with my kids, and I was also babysitting other kids as well. And I was just thinking to myself, like, is this really all that I'm supposed to do, is just like be here with these kids screaming half the time, and just, I feel like there was more that I should be doing. And I had always worked outside of the home, but once, you have as many kids as we have, sometimes daycare isn't really the most economical way to go. So, we decided that I would stay home, but then it just kind of was making me just feel like I wasn't contributing as much as I should. So my coach, Julie, had reached out to me a couple of years ago, actually. And I kept telling her no, I wasn't ready and things like that. And I was on one of her coachings. She did like a 5-day coaching thing. And I was just like, I have got to do this. Like, this is something that I would totally love. I loved fitness. I needed to get back into shape. And I knew that there was like potential to change my life while doing this. So I've been doing this. I've been coaching now for 14 months. And it has changed me in ways that I can't even explain. Just my self-confidence, doing a webinar like this. I never would have done this last year. I mean, I would have been deathly afraid of doing that. But just knowing that, like, I'm worth taking care of myself. I feel like I have a better relationship with my husband, because when you're feeling crappy about yourself, it leads into other parts of your life, with your kids, with your husband, with anybody in your life, so having that positive mindset all the time just kind of leads into those are the parts of your life, and it really, really, really changes you. And I also was interested in doing this as well, because we are a family of 6 and we were on one income, and that's not always the ideal way that we wanted to live. So I knew that being a coach, I'd have that potential to help bring in income as well. So that's kind of why I became a coach. And I mean, I'm pushing forward, and I'm just excited to see like where everything goes. It's going great, and my team is really, really awesome. I have some great women on my team, and I'm excited to see where everybody goes. So that's kind of my story. I know Pam has hers.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Pam Burrows. I'm also a Diamond ranked Beachbody coach. I've been a coach for about a year and a half. A little bit about me is that I'm a single mother. I am a single mother by choice. I have a little girl who's 9, who I adopted by myself, and I adopted her from Guatemala when she was an infant. So I'm a mama to her, and we have 2 cats, and we have a dog. And a little bit about how I got involved in Beachbody is a little over 3 years ago, I had a weight loss surgery. And after that surgery, I quickly realized that I needed to figure out how to incorporate fitness and better nutrition into my life. And even though I did belong to a gym, being a single mom, it became very difficult for me to get to the gym as much as I needed to. And I also had absolutely no idea about how to eat properly or how to eat healthy. And so at that time, my sister had suggested to me, because she had been involved in the Beachbody workout programs for many years, she suggested, why don't I try a Beachbody at home program, because I could work out at home, it could fit into my schedule, I could have some accountability and support from other people doing the programs with me. So I, at that time, had done Focus T25 with Shaun T and completely fell in love with the group. I fell in love with the program. I actually read the nutritional guide and started learning about how to eat healthy and how to eat clean and how to get the processed stuff out of my life. And it kind of grew from there, where I then proceeded with other programs, and I realized that I really wanted to do this. I was really drawn to helping other people overcome some of the obstacles that I had in my adult life and learn how to incorporate a healthy lifestyle. And I knew if I was able to do that for other people, that support was going to kind of come full circle and help me keep myself on track with my own nutrition and my own fitness goals, which it totally has. And then the bonus of all that is, I got involved in the coaching world, and our team is like so amazing and so positive, and there's that whole other element of the positivity that you get from it, and meeting all the other people that are on the same course as you. They're very like-minded, and they're also wanting to get the best health and fitness that they can to out of their life. So it's just really been an amazing experience for me. I don't know where I'd be, honestly, without it. I know that I probably would have done the Focus T25 program, and without coaching and without going to the next step, I'm pretty sure I probably would have drifted slowly back into my old lifestyle, because I would have been by myself, and I wouldn't have had everybody else that's also doing it too. I wouldn't have found the coaching, and I wouldn't have had that support and that positivity in my life as well. So for me, it's been amazing, because it's kept me on track with what I need to do in my life. So prior to coaching and prior to having surgery, where I weighed 267 pounds, I was a very, very, very negative person in life. I was very bitter. I was angry. I was not a nice person to be around. I was gossipy. I just tried to be the gossipy, funny person so that people would connect with me, because I didn't feel I had anything else to offer. But now I've totally changed my life. I do a lot of personal development, which is huge in the Beachbody world. And I've changed so much to a much happier, positive person, and I'm able to have that energy outward now. So I bring that into my life too. So I've found all these positive people, so that's been amazing for me too. And I'm at this point working on creating my own life of freedom, so that I'm going to be able to leave my job and be able to be a single mom and be home for my daughter, where she can get off the bus and not have to go to an after school program and not have to spend her summers at summer day camp because I have to go to work. So it's been an amazing experience that's come into my life, and we're super excited to share it with all of you guys, because it can really change your world and change your life if you let it. So that's what it's done for me, and we're going to explain a little bit about how all that works. So we're going to go on and explain a little bit about our team and coaching and things like that.
Okay, so who would make a good coach? Our team really looks for people who are fun. I mean, if you know any of us, I mean, we're a pretty awesome group of people. But we like to have fun. We want people that are supportive and encouraging. That is a huge thing that we do is lifting each other up always, because there's so much negativity out there whether it's TV or commercials or anything like that. There's just so much negativity that's just something that we really, really want to stay away from. Passionate about helping others succeed. It's really cool because you want to help yourself, but when you watch other people succeed or watch them grow, it's just a really cool thing to see. It's almost like those of you that have kids, it's like watching your kids grow up or learning like a new thing, and it's just a very, very cool thing. So we're very passionate about that. We're looking for super motivated and self-driven people. There is tons of training, but it is a very self-motivated business. You get out of it what you put into it. You need to be teachable, which we have tons of trainings and things like that where you go through the trainings and you implement what you need to implement into your business to make it what it is. A team player, we are all on the same team. There's teams within teams of Pure Synergy, but we're all pretty much a collective group team, and we're all in this together to help each other. And goal oriented. We're really, really big on goals, daily goals, monthly goals. Things like that. Like you really want to have that goal, that drive, that why of why you want to do this. What we're not looking for, or what we don't need to be, you don't need to really be at your goal weight. I was not at my goal weight when I started. I did the 21-day fix, and I mean, anybody that knows the 21-day fix, you lose like awesome weight on that. And so I definitely was not at my goal weight, and that wasn't something that I even thought of. Like I know a lot of people have that thought like, oh, well, I don't look like this, or I should look like this. And when I wanted to be a coach, like the weight thing was not even like a question to me, because I knew that the programs would work. And with the support that you get with this team and the challenge groups and things like that we're in, it's really hard to fail. You don't need to be a nutrition or a fitness expert. I don't know any of us that are. I mean, there may be some that have like a nutrition background, but it's definitely not something that you have to have at all. And we don't need people that are salespeople. We're not selling per se. You don't go out there and say, hey, buy this product. We're there to share our stories, share our struggles, share our successes. And you want people to follow you because of that, because you're inspiring them, because you're giving them value of what you can give them. You're not just selling a product and leaving it at the door. We really want people that care about other people and what you're doing for them.
Good. So we want to explain a little bit about what sets Team Pure Synergy apart. And so our team might be a little bit different than some other teams that are involved in the Beachbody world. For one thing, our team has a private, closed Facebook group that's kind of like a central hub for all of the coaches to come together. People post in there all day. You can post your questions. You can get information. There's loads of training in the files of this group to help you navigate what you need to do as a coach. Our team also, we have our own website, our own 21-day Getting Started Right ebook that helps you kind of get on the right foot when you start coaching. Once a week, we have a team call where everyone can log on, similar to this kind of a setup. And we have a topic every week, and we have people that talk or ask questions, or we brainstorm ideas for things that maybe could work for you. If it's not working, if this worked for me, why don't you try it with your clients and see if it helps them get over their struggles a little bit. So we're in this all together, surrounded by all these positive, supportive people. A lot of us belong in the Western New York area, so we have a ton of team events where we get together and just kind of, let our guard down and just have a good time. And And we also connect with people that are outside of Western New York when there's a ton of national and larger Beachbody events that we can get together and still connect with you even if you're not local in the area. So pretty much everything you need is within our team. It's within our team little hub there on the website, in the Facebook group. So it really is a great organization, and our team, it's a little different than some of the others where you may just kind of be like out on your own floundering and hoping you can figure it out. It's not like that with us at all. We really do help everybody get off on the right foot, help everyone continue to be successful as they proceed with their coaching business. So it is an awesome team to be a part of.
Awesome. Okay, so there's a couple different options when it comes to coaching. You can kind of do like a loyalty member where a lot of times people start out by buying a challenge pack, which is a program with Shakeology. And then the Shakeology is like a monthly recurring product that you would get. So if you do the loyalty membership, you pay a $15 a month fee, but it's because you're using the products and you're getting the 25% discount on anything, on any of the products, including Shakeology. And then there's referral benefits. And if you wanted to at least get your product for free, if you referred 3 people to drinking Shakeology every month, you would have your product for free. So you don't have to really, you're not selling anything. You're not coaching anybody. I know people get very nervous about that. Like, oh, I'm not in that position to coach. And it's not really what it is. It's more of just like a membership at BJ's or a membership, places like that where, you pay your $20 a year or whatever, and you get those kinds of discounts. Then there's the part-time coach, level 2, which is everything from level 1. But part-time is where you're starting to share your story a little bit. You're a product of the product. You're sharing that on Facebook, doing your workouts, drinking your Shakeology. You're recommending what's working for you. And you're earning a little bit of money where, like it says here, income for groceries, kids sports, things like that. I know when I first started in September last year, I think I was able to pay for maybe basketball, like right away. I was able to pay for basketball for 2 of the kids. And then definitely I was making enough money where, in a week I paid for the twins, for our twins, like football registrations. So, it was like that. And then there's the business builder where you want this as a full-time career. It's everything that's level 1 and level 2, but you're building your own team. You're getting the coaches under you. You're training your coaches, and you're earning a full-time income doing this. I know many, many people who have met or exceeded their full-time incomes by being a Beachbody coach. And that's one of my goals. So, and it really gives you that idea of being your own boss, creating your own freedom. That's kind of like what my goal is where I want to be able to still stay at home, be able to have the freedom of going to any of these my kids' events, of anything that they have, whether it's school, if it's plays, if it's whatever. It's nice. There's doctor's appointments that I don't have to call off of work for, those kinds of things. If we want to go on a vacation, I want to just be able to go on vacation. It would just be, it's a lot more than that, but that's really what I'm building for as well. So those are the 3 different options that you can choose. No one will ever really pressure you into any of them. It's totally up to you. If you do become that coach, there will be, whoever signs you up will send you information, and then you can let them know, and they'll work with you they'll work with you through however, which one you pick. So like I said, but there's no pressure. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with. And then if you ever want to move up from one to another, then, we're here for you for support.
Okay, so this is just a little bit more about the first thing that Jen was talking about, the loyalty coach, or sometimes it's called a discount coach, where it's you strictly are just becoming a coach because you want the 25% discount on all of your products. Ultimately, if you choose that, and you're supported, even if that's the option you want. If it's not for you, that you don't want to build a business, or you don't care about trying to have your friends come on board with you, or what have you, you can completely just be a discount coach and take full advantage of the 25% off of all your own Beachbody product purchases, including the Shakeology. And as you can see here, doing that in and of itself, if you've already loving Shakeology, you're feeling the results of it, you're going to save about $100 every 6 months as opposed to paying the retail cost of Shakeology. The good thing about coaching, there is no requirements, there's no quotas, there's no stock that you have to keep in your house and then try to unload on people and ship it out yourself. You don't have to have house parties like some other network marketing companies. None of that is required. You pay the $15 a month. You save 25% on your products. The $15 a month does cover a website for yourself. If you were to inspire somebody and they would wanted to make a purchase, you could send them to your website. They can make the purchase themselves, do the transaction with the credit card or what have you on their own. And Beachbody then takes care of the packaging and the shipping and all of that of the product. So that is not on you at all. It's something that's totally covered by Beachbody. So that's a really awesome benefit as well. And then when it's saying the U+3, just like Jen was saying, if you were able to share why you love the Beachbody products, why you're drinking Shakeology, what it's done for you, and you have 3 other people that would also like to try this product and see if they're getting the same, positive results that you are, you would make enough at that point in a commission base that your Shakeology would be completely covered and paid for. So a lot of people just go that route. They just want their Shakeology every month. They want it paid for. So they're able to find 3 family members and friends that they've been able to share their experience. And then those people get Shakeology and the original person gets their Shakeology paid for. So it's really great just in and of itself just to become a loyalty coach. So that's a great option as well. And then like one of our coaches here, Sarah, had stated that she had she worked out for 8 months straight, which she hadn't done in years. When she fell off, when I fall off the wagon now, it's only a day or 2 instead of weeks, and I'm easily able to get back on track because I'm constantly surrounded by others on my team who inspire me. So that's kind of what we were saying before, that you're not left on your own. There's so many people living the same lifestyle. But yeah, nobody's perfect, so you do fall off track. You have a hard week, a hard day, but you'll see other people posting about how they're getting the workout in or how they're drinking Shakeology or how they ate really well, and it kind of kicks you back into, getting back on track, and you have all those people supporting you. So that's a little bit about how the loyalty program works and how it can benefit you just in and of itself. Just becoming a coach for that benefit right there is totally worth it. So that's just about that part of the coach discount.
And I can totally relate to what Sarah said, because I had done Beachbody programs for literally years, and I never ever stayed consistent until I became a coach. Number 1, because I had accountability to other people, and 2, because I was actually in groups that the challenge groups, the support groups that really keep you going, and that's the same with me. Like, I have that rule of I don't miss 3 workouts in a row, and I literally don't miss more than 3 workouts in a row. So it's just funny how, your mindset changes kind of when you get into that. So we're going to talk a little bit about what a coach actually does. We focus on, it's called the 3 vital behaviors. One of them is, I think, number 1, personal development. It's something where not only are you working on your outside appearance, your health and your outside, but your inside, spiritually, mentally. We really believe in reading all of that kind of stuff about, self-confidence and leadership. It could be, there's so many different kinds of personal development as well, which I've learned over the past year. That's definitely something that we do every single day. We are product of the product, which, I guess 1 and 2 could be just as important, but product of the product, working out every day, drinking a Shakeology every day. If I didn't drink Shakeology until I actually became a coach, and it's amazing how if I go like 1 or 2 days without drinking Shakeology, you totally feel the difference. And when you're coaching, you want to make sure that you're actually, doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're asking other people to, buy your products or work with you, you know, you need to be doing that as well. And the third is inviting. We invite people by sharing our story. Whether it's on Facebook, whether it's connecting with people on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, in person, it's really up to you how you want to do that. I really only use Facebook and Instagram. I want to learn Pinterest. I'm a little bit weird on that. Twitter, I have no clue about. But just different ways, just sharing our stories, our pictures. And it's not just about even the coaching aspect, the working out and stuff like that. It's just sharing your life. And we're here, you meet new people, you add people to your network constantly, and you want to build new relationships, you want to make friends. I mean, when we were kids, we made friends. As adults, I think it's a little bit harder to make friends. So it's really cool that we have this avenue of social media to be able to do that or reconnect with old friends. And like I said, we share what we do by motivating and helping others, inspiring others. We check in our groups. We have our coach groups, but then like a lot of us have our own like monthly challenge groups that we do. So we check in on those groups to make sure that everybody's still doing their thing. We plan posts for our days and our weeks ahead. Just, whether it's a motivational quote, whether it's, some value that you found, an article that you find that could maybe help somebody in a certain situation. We watch a lot of training videos. We do webinars. A lot of YouTube and stuff like that really helps. Personal development, again, which is one of the 3 vital behaviors, which on our team website, we have a lot of different recommendations depending on what kind of personal development you might be needing. We message customers and coaches to check in, create fun images. Most of the time when you see selfies of us or something, there's always some kind of graphic, some kind of thing. Like we always try to make them like super fun and things like that. And then really we're just paying it forward by showing others like what we're doing, just sharing your story. We're not selling, we're sharing. So Lindsay, she had said, I didn't think I knew anybody who would be interested in what I was doing. I became a coach for the discount. I've given the business an honest go since January and haven't gone a single week without earning a paycheck. That is awesome because so many people are afraid of that whole like, well, who cares what I'm doing? But there's people that are watching you that you really don't know. So you just consistency and, consistency of posting, consistency of working out and being a part of the product. People are following you and you might even be doing this now before you're even actually a coach. I know I did it for years before being a coach and, people follow you and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is kind of neat. Okay, so we're going to just go over real quick, me and Jen, a little bit about how we fit coaching into our lifestyles. We know everybody is busy. Everyone has things going on. You have kids, you have a job, you have a spouse, and you want to figure out, well, I don't have time to do this. We get asked that a lot. How do you have time to fit this in? So I'm going to explain just real quickly about my day. This is kind of an average day for me. So right now on this little slide, it shows that I get up about 6:15 and I get ready for work. Lately, I've been getting up a little bit earlier and getting my workout in the morning so that I don't have to kind of fit it in later. I used to kind of do it when my daughter was doing her homework, and that's when I would work out. But now I'm kind of doing it in the morning, so I'm kind of liking that. But anyway, so I get up early, I work out, I shower and get ready for work. I get my daughter up, and from about 7:15 to 8:15, I'm making my lunches. I'm reading my personal development and, growing myself as a person and enjoying a cup of coffee where my daughter and a couple of the neighborhood friends are over at our house because I put them on the bus. So we have about an hour there where we're just kind of chilling and relaxing in the morning. And the kids get on the bus, I go to work. So I work from 9 to 4:30, and then I pick up my daughter after school. And we come home and she does her homework where I start making dinner. We have dinner together. We enjoy our evening together, doing normal activities. She may have an event or an activity that night. So, I take her to an activity. If there's nothing going on, we might just watch a show together, play a game together. So I'm not compromising our family time at all. It's still there. It's not put on the back burner where I'm throwing her in front of the television while I'm working on Beachbody. We totally spend our time together as a family. She heads off to bed about 8 or 8:30. And then from about 8 to 10, it gives me an opportunity to get online on the computer and connect with the coaches, connect with my own clients and see how they're doing, if they're having any struggles, and just talk and reconnect and do a little bit of the work that I'm doing with Beachbody. And then from like 10 to 11, I can just, again, kind of relax a little bit, watch a little television, hang out on Facebook or what have you, and then I go to bed. So, my day is pretty crammed, but it's very organized. It's kind of like organized chaos, but it's very scheduled and very doable. So really, if I, as a single mom, can do this, and it's something you're thinking I can't do or I can't fit it into my schedule, we can work with you. Believe me, it can be fit into anybody's schedule, because you don't need to put a ton of time into this to be able to grow a business, make some money, or like we talked about before, just even get the discount and where you wouldn't have to try to find all this time. So that's kind of how it works for me. And then I put on the bottom how pretty early on I was able to make enough money, being a coach, that it definitely at this point fully pays for my daughter's after school care, all her summer camps, which if anyone has kids, that can be quite pricey to send your child to a day summer camp 5 days a week all summer long. So we cover all of those costs. At this point, I'm able to cover more costs like my groceries, my car payments, along with her expenses as well. So as my team grows, luckily you can see an increase in my income, so that is reflected on our lifestyle, and it's a great financial relief and a stress relief not to have to take that out of my normal 9-to-5 job, where I was really, really penny pinching for a long time, and things have gotten a lot better on that avenue. So that's a little bit how I fit it in, and I know Jen has a completely different lifestyle than me, so she's going to explain how she fits her business into her lifestyle.
I think it's awesome that we actually do have like that polar opposite.
I know we do.
Lifestyle, like single mom working full time, home, but got a
4 kids.
crap ton of kids. No, so my schedule, this is a tentative schedule every day. Do I follow it every day? It's really tough when you're at home. You have to really, really be disciplined to actually follow it, because there's so many distractions when you're home, right? So my goal every morning is to get up at 5:30 to work out. Do I do that every day? No. If I don't do it every day, I fit it into my 9:15 to 11:45 schedule there. But my goal is to get up at 5:30, and I work out. I do my personal development in the morning, and I post constantly every single day, consistently since 14 months ago. I have posted a morning motivational post. I never miss a single day, and then I post in my other groups as well. Whether it's a challenge group, my coaching group, things like that. And then at 6:45 is when I wake the kids. And then, with 4 of them, it just kind of gets hairy until like 9. It's waking them. 2 get up at one time. 1 gets up at one time. 1 gets up whenever she wants. It's getting ready to school. And then, Tegan, my youngest, Tegan, she is 3. She goes to preschool. So I take her at 9. So I get back home at 9:15. Now, sometimes, like I said, schedules change. So there may be grocery shopping I have to do if I didn't get done over the weekend or something like that. So this 9:15 to 11:45 can be a mix of things, but it mostly is my power hour for sure. And then I get a lot of chores done, because I can, do a little, like throw laundry in the washer or empty the dishwasher or something like that. While I'm doing that power hour, and what we call a power hour is just working on our Beachbody stuff, connecting with people, making sure you're going in your challenge groups and things like that. 11:45, I pick Tegan up. She's only a half dayer, so I pick her up at noon. And then from the time I pick her up and from home, we pretty much just chill. She watches a movie, that kind of thing, and I'll do housework. Sometimes I'm on Facebook, trying to do some Beachbody stuff, maybe messaging people. And then when she goes down at 1 for a nap, I focus solely on Beachbody. There is like a little twinge that I usually do. This like little relationship development thing I do with my husband every day, but it takes about 10 minutes out of that, like 1 to 3. But I'm mostly focused on Beachbody. And then at 3:00 is when the twins come home, and then it's kind of crazy. They come home, they have homework. My oldest comes home at 4:30. He does homework, and I'm getting dinner ready and things like that. 6 to 7 is kids' activities, if they have any, over the summer into the fall until like last week. Twins had football. Now they don't. Zachary does his Boy Scouts on Mondays. The twins starts basketball in a couple weeks. So the 6 to 7 is kind of either we're just like hanging out or they're traveling somewhere. And then from 7 to 9 is getting them showered and things like that. I didn't put that in there for some reason, but yeah, 7 to 9 is like the shower, getting them to bed. Some of them go, and they all stagger in bedtimes as well. So that's why it's from like 7 to 9. And then 9, and then sometimes I try to get Beachbody in that 7 to 9, because once 3 are in bed by 8, I can kind of like do a couple little things between 8 and 9 until our oldest goes to bed. And then from 9 to like 11-ish or whenever we go to sleep, it's more just like the quality time with my husband. We do relationship development stuff, or, watch a movie or something like that. So, and like I said, it's really tough when you're a stay-at-home mom to be disciplined like that. So I am not like a strict person where Pam has to be because of like her job and things like that. So it's just how disciplined you want to be and how well you want to grow your business, because if you slack off on something, then guess what? It's going to slack off there. So it's what you put in is what you get out. And then like my quote at the bottom, that Beachbody right now allows me to stay at home and gives me the freedom to be able to do anything with the kids that I want. And it gives me that extra income, because we're a single family income of 6. It's a little crazy, when it comes to extracurricular activities. So it really definitely helps with that and more. I mean, it does more than that at this point. We used to have a second job that my husband and I had to do on Wednesdays and Fridays, and it covers that along with being able to pay all this other stuff, so that we didn't have to work that second job anymore. And it also, just like I said earlier about the whole motivation, accountability, I've been able to focus and be committed to my own health and fitness with being a coach as well, because it's the accountability. It's people know that I am a coach. They know what I'm doing, and I want to show them that I'm a consistent person. This is what I do. So that's just kind of my day. It's crazy. It's hectic. It's not always the same. But I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
That's great. Okay, so this is a question that obviously people have that we get asked all the time. How do you earn money being a Beachbody coach? So basically, like we have reviewed a little bit before, you do receive that 25% discount on your own purchases as soon as you sign up to be a coach. But where you can start earning money for yourself is there is a 25% commission from any of your own customers' purchases. Any purchases they make from day one into the future, you get that same percent commission off of their purchase. So, and then there is some like set commissions on a challenge pack. Some of you might have bought a challenge pack yourself if you've already done a program where the challenge pack is like a bundled package of a workout program bundled in with a 30-day supply of Shakeology. Beachbody calls that a challenge pack. There's a set commission of anywhere between $40 and $105 commission on referring somebody, and they purchase a challenge pack. It kind of depends which one, because they do range in prices, so the commission also varies as well. There's a commission on a club membership, which again, some of you may have the club membership, which involves now the pretty new Beachbody On Demand, which is the live streaming program that Beachbody now offers, where on any mobile device you can now work out on many of the some of the older programs, and then they will give you little teasers on upcoming programs that you can test out and do one of the full workouts before they become available to the public. So That's a really cool feature that's involved in the club membership. And anyone that is a club membership, it's billed quarterly, but you get a 40% commission on those membership purchases, but obviously those are every quarter. And then there's also the commission on any retail purchases that people that are club memberships, they make purchases, you earn a 15% commission on those purchases. And then below the little dotted line, it gets a little confusing. It's a little more, you got to be a little more into the business to kind of understand how it goes beyond that. But what happens is you can build a team of your own where you are sharing with people, and those people decide, yes, I want to become a coach as well. Then those people become coaches underneath you, and all of the coaches underneath you become a huge team in and of yourself. And that team can have what they call a cycle bonus, which means everybody's clients' purchases all kind of pool together, and you can earn extra money from those cycles of your team. That's a little confusing, but it's just that's kind of how you not only get commissions, but your team also works together as a team to get a bonus together for sharing and recommending products to other people. And then as you go up in rank throughout the business, Beachbody does recognize that, and they give out quarterly bonuses to people that are ranked and are building their business up. So there's a quarterly diamond bonus, and then what they consider to be an elite coach, which is even higher than the diamond rank coach, they get a monthly bonus of $500 just for reaching the rank of elite in and of itself. So there's really amazing opportunity here to build an income. It may not seem it when you just read it on the little slide like this, but once you kind of get into it and you see what other people are making and how you can make it work for you, there really is the opportunity where you can surpass your normal 9-to-5 job. And that's how so many people that we know, so many people on our team have been able to leave their job and completely surpass their income and work Beachbody full time and make their own schedule, are able to create their own lifestyle. Like Jen was saying, you want to go on vacation, go on vacation. You don't have to ask your boss, did I use up all my vacation time? Can I have the day after Thanksgiving off? Or, oh no, you can't have it off because 3 other people already requested it off. Like, none of that has to happen. It's really a great opportunity to just build and earn an income and do something that we're passionate about anyway. So that's a little bit about how you earn money as a Beachbody coach. I know it's confusing, but that's a little bit about how that works. So Jen, do you want to explain about this?
Yeah. And then there's like extra perks and trips and things that we get to take, which really is just awesome that they include this for you. It helps motivate you at the same time to work a little bit harder. So there's every month, if you hit what they call Success Club, which is pretty much helping 3 people a month. That's all you have to do. But literally every month you get a prize of some sort, whether it's books, clothing, bobbleheads, coolers, GoPro cameras, shoes, blenders. There's like agility ladders and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, the month of September,
yeah,
you got the whole entire P90X, P90X2, and a P90X Plus program. Like, they gave that to you because you helped 3 people. I think it's just amazing. And I actually have Shalene and Autumn's bobbleheads. But yeah, so it's really, really cool. It's just a really good incentive to, really help you grow your business. There's Success Club trips, which is another thing with the Success Club points. People have gone to Disney, Caribbean cruise. Cancun was last year. This year, coming up in March of 2016, is a cruise to Haiti and Jamaica, which Pam and I will both be going to. So, it's really cool. And most of these trips are pretty much paid for. I mean, if you're earning your Success Club points every month, things like that, you're going for free. So it's really, really awesome. Every year in July, there is a coach summit, which is a 3-day jam-packed session of learning and leadership and development. It's crazy. Last year was Pam and I's first year in Nashville. It was crazy fun. We learned so much stuff. It's crazy. And when it says here a success starter, that is a person who becomes a coach, earns their Success Club points 3 months in a row as a starter coach. You get to go for free. They pay for your ticket, which is really cool. I got that last year, which was really awesome. The Pure Synergy Diamond Retreat, Pam and I's upline coach, Julie, her and some of our other top coaches, they get together and they do this diamond retreat for their team diamonds. So last year they went to Virginia Beach, I believe, right? It was a little chilly there. I heard it was a lot of like snow and people couldn't get places. So like this year we were just talking about it. They've planned a new trip this year where it's going to be really nice and warm. And those who are diamond rank get to go on this retreat with our other top coaches, which is really cool. Leadership retreat is, there's a couple different leadership retreats, but pretty much it's those that are like those star diamonds that we talk about, stuff like that. When you're up higher in the ranks, you get to go to these leadership retreats. They're a lot more intimate than, let's say, a coach summit. They're kind of like that, but they're just a little bit more intimate, and they get to learn a lot about new products and learn new ways of teaching their teams how to grow their business and things like that. And then there's a top 10 trip, which is the top 10 coaches of Beachbody. I don't know if anybody's heard of Lindsay Matway or Amy Silverman, Melanie Mitro, any of those ladies. They are some of the top 10 coaches in this company. And they travel everywhere. Italy, France. France was just last year. I think Bora Bora is actually 2016. So it's very, very cool that you can earn something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I love that they give us that incentive. Like, I think that's great. And most of this stuff you go for free. The free prizes, the free, coach summit, that was free for me to get the ticket. The Success Club trips, I just think it's a really great thing that they do.
I know. It is really awesome. Like we were saying how we're going on the cruise in March, and it's going to be totally paid for, and my daughter's going to get to go with me, and it's paid for yourself and a guest to go with you. And my daughter's 9, and other than, trips to go visit family out of town, we've never really gone on a real like Disney or anything like that vacation. So to have this opportunity and have it be paid for is amazing. So that's awesome.
Very cool.
Okay, so a little bit more about the income and the potential that you can make in the company. So you can see this is an actual slide that came from Jen and I's coach, Julie. So even coaches have coaches. So we have a coach, Julie, who's above us. And this is a little bit about how her income has grown over the years since she's been a coach. So she started back in 2012. And you can see on the top there when she was a new coach, it breaks out your commission weekly. So in the first, that particular month of May of 2012, you can see when you're just learning, it's very possible that she didn't, obviously every week make a commission, but she made $180 for that particular month. And even that's decent. I mean, $180, that could, pay for your groceries for the month. So, and then as it grew, you can see 2 years down the road, through coaching and through growing her team. At that point, it's now showing in July and the very beginning of August of 2014. And these numbers on the left column are her weekly checks. On the right column, it gets a little confusing again, but you get to the point where you can sign, you can have 2 business centers. So you have a main business center, and then as you grow, Beachbody allows you to open a second business center. So the column on the right will be the weekly pay for her second business center, and the column on the left is her main business center. And these are weekly. This is not monthly. This is a paycheck she's receiving every single week, which totaled $6,800 a month. So you divide, you multiply that by a year, that is probably more income than most people make in their 9-to-5 job, working for somebody else and working for somebody else's dream and their vision and not your own. So now she is 3.5 years out being a coach. Again, building her team, continuing to be consistent with what she's been doing. Again, these numbers are showing different business centers, which is why they're in columns in this way. But again, the left column is her main business center, then her second business center. And then I think the third column may be like her husband, because he is also a coach. So you can see, again, these are weekly paychecks from Beachbody for doing what she loves to do. It's her passion, any way to be into health and fitness and sharing it and growing a team. And now she, at this point, you can see she is making $16,000 in 1 month. That included we talked a little bit about how Beachbody awards and recognizes their higher coaches. So she, at that particular month, received a $3,100 bonus from Beachbody for receiving a certain rank within the company. So the $16,000 includes the quarterly bonus, but even without that, you're looking at $13,000 she made in one particular month. And this is not a strange scenario. There's plenty of coaches within the company, within our own team and our own organization making this kind of money. It's totally feasible if you stay consistent and you see the vision of what this can be for you and you sacrifice a little bit and put in a lot of work. This totally can be feasible for yourself as well if you want to get to the point where you want to build the business and create your own freedom. Beachbody requires us to put a disclaimer that they can't level of success and achievement of Team Beachbody coaches dependent on your commitment, your skill level, and desire of your own personal coach ability. And so we have to say that, but this is not a rarity at all. This is completely feasible for anybody. She's no different than anybody else. So it's amazing if you can see how quickly that you can grow this business. So that's just a little bit about how she has grown and what Jen and I are heading toward for our future as well.
It's crazy. It's
I know.
Awesome. Gives me chills when I see that every single time. Okay, so what our coaches are saying. We have probably over 1,000 coaches in Just Pure Team Synergy, I think, at least.
There's a lot, yeah.
Jessica, she's a really cool girl. She writes, prior to Beachbody, I felt like I was middle-aged and frumpy. Being a coach has helped me feel young and vibrant again while giving me the confidence to really be my own health advocate with Hashimoto's and breast cancer. I have truly changed my life. She is one of the most inspiring people I've ever met. She literally just got over breast cancer. Or I shouldn't say get over. I guess she's like in however that goes. She's a survivor. And she's just really, really cool. And Beachbody really has helped her with that. I mean, I don't think that she would have been able to get through what she has if it wasn't really for Beachbody and the kind of family that we have become. Maria says, I've used my earnings last week to pay for a month's worth of math tutoring for my daughter at $50 an hour. So there's like this different kind of scales of what people really want. And it depends on what you really want yourself. You don't have to, if you don't want to make $16,000 a month, you don't have to, but nobody pressures you. It's whatever you want to do with that. If you just want it for the extra little money, then that's fine too. Kim, I have been able to avoid getting a part-time job outside the home, which would take away from family time. That's exactly like my kind of thing. I don't want to have to leave the house anymore to do that. I don't want to have to worry about getting the kids into after-school care or having Tegan go into full-time daycare. So that's like a perfect scenario there. Sarah, I'm a full-time grad student and it has helped me not struggle to pay for groceries with a little extra spending money while being able to get the amazing nutrition of Shakeology every month. Sarah's really, really cool. And she definitely is rocking coaching and being a full-time grad student. I can't even imagine the amount of homework and things like that she has, and she's still able to help all these people. Amanda, I've been available to attend all my 3 kids' schools and pre-K activities, including volunteering to teach creative movement 2 days a week. So there's another, more of like a part-time thing. And then Ty, I've made enough to cover Shakeology for me, my hubby, and buy a new top of the line skating gear for my new roller derby career. That is money. She is hilarious. She is a roller derby girl. I went skating. We did a skating thing with her. She's the best. And her skating team was there. It was like super fun. But yeah, I mean, this is just a bunch of different women who in all different aspects of their life and how Beachbody is able to help them. I just love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's so cool because like you were saying, everybody's so different. Like Sarah is like a grad student. I think she's like 23, 24 years old. I'm in my 40s. Jessica's in her 40s. You're what, in your, well, I don't want to say.
I'm 40.
So I just turned 40. I think Amanda and Maria are in the like 30s. Yeah. I don't know how old Ty is. She's younger.
She is.
I mean, it's just everybody's different, but everyone is just amazing to kind of get to know everybody and their different lifestyles. So that's really cool. Okay, so how much does it cost to get on board and sign up as a coach? So basically, Beachbody charges what they consider just to be like a business sign-up fee of $39.95. But the perk of that is if you purchase a challenge pack, when you sign up to be a coach, they will waive that fee. So that really is honestly like a no-brainer. It's the best way to go because you're going to get your fitness program, you're going to get your Shakeology, and you don't have to pay the $39. So that can be totally waived. And then there's the $15.95 monthly fee that you pay to be a coach. There's no other hidden fees anywhere in there. That is what it costs to start a business with Beachbody. And the $15.95 is going to cover a website that Beachbody is going to provide you that you can forward people to if they want to make a purchase through you. So that's all covered for you. Obviously, all the advertisement, millions of dollars are spent on those infomercials that we all see in the middle of the night for 21 Day Fix or T25 or Insanity or P90X or I think a new one, the Size Dance program has just come out with an infomercial that I saw not that long ago. All of that advertising, you get the perks of all of that, and they've spent the money on creating and producing those programs. Your monthly fee also covers the warehouse of the employees at Beachbody. So when an order is placed, like we talked about before, they do the shipping, they do the transaction for you, and you're not involved in any of that. Your hands are clean on that, and you don't have to be involved in making sure that the product is shipped, and you're not responsible for having the product, stacked in your basement. None of that happens. So all of that covers the $15.95 fee. There's also, if you want to really grow your business and you already know you want to, like out of the gate, this is something that you can totally see yourself doing, really to get the most bang for your buck, they have what they call the Showcase Challenge Pack. It has everything that the regular Challenge Pack has, except instead of having one fitness program, it provides you with 3 fitness programs. So it's going to include the 21 Day Fix, which is Beachbody's most popular program to date. It's going to include the PiYo, which is a Chalene Johnson kind of a Pilates yoga inspired workout, and then Insanity Max 30. And then you're also going to get the Shakeology sample pack, which will allow you to test every single flavor that Shakeology has to offer. There's obviously some little extra perks there, totes, some welcome guides that you can provide to your clients, product catalogs. So you're getting the most bang for your buck. And that challenge pack is $295. But again, the $39 sign-up fee would be waived. And it's saving you a ton of money than it would ever cost to buy those 3 particular workout programs by themselves. And Beachbody is very pro-military, so for that, if any active military and veterans decide to sign up to be a coach, there is no sign-up fee, there is no monthly fee. So essentially, if you are active duty military or a vet, it costs you nothing ever to be a coach. It doesn't cost you the sign-up fee, and there is no monthly fee. So Candace, who I believe herself and I think her husband are involved in the military, she had said that she was able to pay off $10,000 in debt over the last 3 months using her income from coaching alongside her husband's military income. It helps a lot that my job can move anytime or anywhere he does. which is something we didn't even talk about. Obviously, you can do this job anywhere. If you have an internet connection, you're able to take this job with you. So like Candace was saying, if her husband gets, I'm not going to say deployed, I don't know, when you get moved around in the military, you don't stay in one spot very long, but she obviously can take her business wherever she goes and still be able to grow her business no matter where she lives. So that's a little bit about how you kind of start up and how you sign up as a coach. It's not very many businesses that you can actually start for basically $15. You can start your own business, where a lot of businesses cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and may never make a dime for years. So that's what it costs to be a coach. It's really affordable and it's an awesome opportunity. So that's a little bit about that.
And then the biggest part, how do you make it official? So you need to decide when you're ready for that change. We're hoping that that's now. Choose your challenge pack. Contact the coach who invited you to the webinar. And then just get ready to like live your life by design and kick ass. I think that this is an awesome opportunity for those who really, really want it. And I think that, you know, it's yes, you do have to work very hard for it. Don't want anybody to think that, oh, you know, you just become a coach and you help some people and, you know, you can make this money. I mean, it is a lot of work, but to be your own boss and to be your own advocate of these things, I think is just really, really cool. And anybody can do it. So decide when you're ready, and then you contact myself, Pam, or whoever else invited you to the webinar. So if anybody does have any questions, you can put that down in the chat. At the very bottom, there's a chat. If anybody has anything that they need to ask. Anne Marie, if you refer 3 friends to buy Shakeology, you get yours free. Yeah. So like we said, if you have 3 friends who would, you know, drink Shakeology, I mean, a lot of times you might, at that point, they might order a challenge pack or something like that. But if you got 3 friends to order Shakeology, and if they were to stay on that, that would be your commission. I think it's like $30 per Shakeology order or something like that. So it would pretty much pay for Shakeology. And then that's awesome income, awesome information. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like I said, like we keep saying, it is what you put in is what you get out. So there's definitely that potential that you can make. I mean, you can make this a complete full-time job, career. You know, I mean, it's just really cool. And even if it's not that, if that's not your goal, it's just being surrounded by these people. It has totally changed my life in this past year and a couple months, of the people that I've met that I never would have met. I never would have met Pam. Never would have met Pam.
I know.
You know, it's crazy, the people I've met that, you know, that come into your life that you need in your life. You know, they say that maybe I'm not quoting it right, but they say you are the thing about now I'm probably going to misquote it, but they say you are the product of the 5 people you're surrounded by, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're surrounded by people like that are Beachbody coaches and things like that, I mean, there's nothing but positive and nothing but it's just awesomeness. I love it.
So Scott is asking what both of our favorite parts of being a coach are. For me, I always say this to like people. I'm like, even if I never made a dime, I would stay aligned with this company because I feel like it's like free therapy almost. Like to me, that's my favorite part. Like just, I don't know, having an insight of how to look at life so differently and meeting all these people that are so positive and look at life in a different way than I used to look at life, and doing all this personal development and just realizing there's a whole different way to approach your life and the energy you have in your life. So for me, that's my favorite part. Like I would do it even if I never made a dime. I'd stay connected with everybody.
Oh, me too. And I think, and like you said with the therapy thing, I mean, sometimes we have those like struggles, and if you post something about your struggles and people immediately lift you up, there's never a negative thing said ever. So I think that, like you said, even if you didn't make a dime, I would definitely still be doing this just because of everybody that I've met, and just the way it makes you feel. It's hard. It's just really hard to explain.
Yeah.
Well, did he also ask? He also asked, how much time does it take to do this? How much time do you need to do this? Really, we have a thing called the power hour. I mean, if you have 1 hour a day that you can reach out to people, it's inviting, reaching out, it's doing your personal development, working out, things like that. Most of the workouts at this point are, 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes of workout. So if you could get that 1 hour in, you definitely could build a business. If you have more time, that obviously you would grow faster if you had more time. But it also depends on how effective you are in that hour. So, like I always say, what you put in is what you get out.
Yep, that's true. When I first started, I really did only have an hour. I had about an hour in the evening because my daughter was younger then. And so I literally had an hour. And pretty much ever since I started coaching, I've been able to earn an income every single week. So you can completely build a business, make an income with just an hour a day. Now I've worked out how to get it in a little bit more so that I can build quicker and faster. But yeah, you can build something with an hour a day.
Sure.
So like Jen said, reach out to whoever invited you into the webinar, ask any more questions that you think of, and we'll be happy to help you figure out how to get started.
All right, if there's no more questions, we'll let you guys go. You guys have a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.